Lakad matatot!
Normally. So much tempo that can come out. They will
Whisper has hit level 2. You probably need to be a little bit more wary because he can just level up Firefly. In fact, they are going to make the jump in on Matthew now. Matthew, stuck between a rock and a hard place, should just drop and will.
So you need to find these small wins while you can for Execration.
On top lane, Panda, he's just going to drop. Meanwhile, bottom lane, a bit of action breaking out now as Palos does go for a dispose play onto better of it in the end. Mid lane, Chris Luck has dropped rather low now, so Bob can chip away and does find him. I was going to say his HP pool did seem like it was...
From the nuking combination now.
Panda might drop if he gets one more Shadow Poison stack. Shanks having a look, does land it. Panda's still alive. Meanwhile, Palos and Carlo both going down to Whisper. Down a bot lane. Tino's going to get jumped on by Pekaz, so Pekaz does secure a kill. Shanks is still...
Get rune control as well, so he's got the haste to play with. Matthew has to be a bit cautious here.
Nice boundless from Matthew, but it's not going to stop Bob from just moving in, though. A nice cookie from Chris Luck trying to turn this one around as Bob barely remnanting out, and they still at least find Matthew. This is kind of what you expect between SCA and SA. There's just, it's a brawl going on. It's bottom lane. They're going to make the jump in on Palos, and he is certainly going to die. It's Carlo. Can he get out at least? So he will go for a run, but eventually they will catch him out. And with brawl. Chris Luck, mid lane, going to get jumped here. You have a double damage available on Bob, so he's got plenty of damage to try and go after the Snapfire, and a great block out, but the kisses are going to kill off Tino. Meanwhile, Palos drops bot lane as well. At least they found Chris Luck. Panda will drop the boot, but now Pekaz has shown up on the Morphling. He'll try to get something for their trouble. He's forced to shrink more for trying to run as now the block's coming out from the tree, and it's Pekaz. He's trying to run, but the block...
The tree and protector on your side. You've got the wave clear, you've got the living armor.
Big kill top lane if they can get it. Dispose is there. Pekaz, no waveform to speak of, will go down, but Whisper trying to save the day and salvage the situation does show up. A nice overgrowth from Panda holding down that Pos 1 Marcy, and Palos will go down. Now even Matthew showing up, jumping onto Shanks, ensuring they'll find a bit more for their trouble. We'll give another kill over to massive target. He has no idea they're around him right now. Bob will land the chains very easily. Arrow's going to land as well. They should have plenty of damage with this permastun, surely. Pekaz, he's still going to waveform out, but it's not enough. Bob will take him down. Still, in comes the cavalry. Whisper, he'll grab Palos. He wants the Marcy again. Disruption will save for now. Whisper's going to go for a run because Bob's on the chase. Whisper, he will finally go down, but they have found Palos. It's Chris Luck. Chris Luck also getting caught out. That's a good idea because you are going to be lacking a lot of vision that Matthew would have provided. Still, the gobble up is going to be in. It does land as well. Palos, but disruption does save from the lasso. Palos is still okay. He'll rebound out of there. They have the mech as well. Over a bit of a Palos. He pops the unleash. He'll get the dispel and he'll just fight back. He's still going, but he's running right through the Firefly, taking a bit too much damage. Palos, how is he still alive? He will make it out. Whisper the one to go down on the Batrider. And now Matthew. Matthew will go down to boot. 4 down for Eve.
But they just... the side of Execration just knows to back off, and now they'll smoke. If they find a win here, they can go into Roche very fast.
Here we go. Execration, who are they going to find? Panda, good positioning on the tree and protector to break the smoke. Matthew is going to get some vision. Pekaz trying to move in. There's Whisper. He found the Shadow Demon with the lasso. Shanks is still alive though. He gets the disruption off, and Matthew's gone down. EG, they're already 2 down. They will buy back on the tree and protect it, but Whisper's going to get blown up. The Batrider's gone, and now Pekaz is caught out as well. Palos landing the rebound. Chris Luck is still trying with the kisses. They're going to opt to chase down Panda on the tree, and they want the dieback immediately, and they will find it. The Wrath of Nature is flying through. Pekaz, though, is not going to get affected by it as Bob doesn't have chains up yet, but does move in, and now does have it available. Pekaz, he'll go for the Magic Dodge, trying to avoid this team fight altogether. Where's the rest of the team? EG have shown up. They'll go after Shanks first. There's your jumping with the lasso now. They've got Palos on the Marcy, but he's still perfectly fine to keep fighting. They have no fear. But Pekaz, he's trying to fight back. The Morphling is still alive, but there's your sprout out. Pekaz will go towards the Prophet this time around. The rebound's not going to connect Palos. He is still trying to get there, but they cannot hold him down yet as Pekaz is still being chased down by Tino. Body blocks out again from the tree, and they've finally got the Morphling, but he'll waveform towards the right side. He's going to be okay for now. Another rebound, a dispose out. Pekaz is still being chased, and surely this time around he will drop. Bob does kill him off. He tried so damn hard to get away, but he just...
Really unfortunate for Pakaz. On the retreat, Whisper let loose a flame break, and that actually pushed Palos up onto the high ground from the ramp. Like, if not, that little bit of distance might have been enough to allow Pakaz to just wait for the next waveform and bail out of there with his life.
He made the jump in on Palos, but he has no lasso up. Tino, he'll go for the Wrath of Nature, holding down Matthew, and they're at least going to find themselves a Monkey King here. Matthew go down immediately. Very, very tough game for the MK. You kind of appreciate as well the fact that this Tino Nature's Prophet has the Wrath of Nature, or rather the Curse of the Old Growth, as they are going to find Whisper. That could do a lot of damage. In they go, they're going to find the Mirana. Carlo still leaping away, surviving thanks to the disruption of Shanks, and now to jump back in. Chris Luck, he gets caught immediately. The Snapfire, they can't afford to lose him. He's going to try for the kisses, but cannot make it. Oh, Pakaz, he's trying to waveform away, but he'll get rooted up and he's gone. Oh boy. Matthew, I mean, he'll try to run out of this. There's no chance in hell. Bob's all over it. Triple kill for the Ember.
Really making it tough for EG. Not just the core to core, but really the support differences.
Pakaz, he got hit by an arrow. They're going to make the jump in. Pakaz, he is melting, still alive, barely, but not quite. Palos has got him down. Execration. Just no fear in the world, just going right in. Lasso is there though, they're going to drag the Marcy right back towards the fountain, but he is not going to quite get there. So close yet so far. Palos is still fine. A triple kill for the Marcy. Kiss is expended, but it's all very messy. Very desperate here for EG. As they're onto the tier 4 towers, Execration want to put a little in this game. And they should have it. Game 1 should go their way. EG, they have not called it yet. But there's really no comeback play anymore. Onto the Ancient, they'll call it now. Matthew's had enough. I'll tell you what, EG had such a strong start for the first, say, 20 minutes, but Execration, they get their timings and they just move in and...
What are you running off lane? Palos safe lane?
Certainly not. Of course, bottom lane, you're going to have a clockwork here. By Panda, Shank's going to be there on the boss force. Like, every time I say that, I'm just going to laugh. As top lane, we are going to have a kill coming up. Matthew.
So you're just not going to feel easy.
Bottom lane, Shanks stealing stats away. I mean, this is... Oh,
look at this, look at this, look at this.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
I told you. Counseling. Yeah. You really can't. And that's a funny thing. Like, I had a discussion with a friend of mine. They kept telling me, oh, Slark is one of the best heroes in lane at level 1. I'm like, Essence Shift is great? Oh, God. Yeah.
Panda, I mean, they might find Shanks at the least. Tino, Tino might get punished. Pakaz joins in.
Oh, no.
And they do. Tino goes down, Shanks goes down. Pakaz, he's a happy... He's still farming well, but they are getting much more aggressive. In fact, now they'll move in onto Carlo. Lift is up, but Bob's showing up. Whisper will be chased down, still okay. Instead, they'll focus down Matthew on the Rubik. And Whisper, he will deny himself off to the tier 1 tower. Though I say deny, he will still split the gold the way of Execration. And Bob with a fantastic rotation on the SF at the perfect timing. As he rotates mid, Chris Luck, he's going to get hit by a Requiem, but he got a very nice split earth off. Still Palos. But Palos should know about it, considering his courier was being attacked by Chris Luck. He'll turn right back around, but he has been caught out by the split earth. And EG should be able to secure this kill, though Lift is there. Palos is still trying to fight, but the Dismember will not last long enough. Tino, however, going after Chris Luck, might just have him, and he does. Tino still gonna drop, but at least gets the Leshrac before he dies. Problem is, Execration, they do lose. Really lets them know about it. The mid-tier 1 tower, look at that. The tip into the death, it seems. Bob, how do you fight this one out? He's trying to go for the razors, but it's not going to be enough. Panda is there with the battery assault. Whisper just foreshadowing the death of Bob in the mid lane.
Tries to walk back in, and the rotation's coming through from EG. They just find everything. For EG,
he's going to be protected here by Panda. In fact, Whisper's thinking about turning back around here because Palos is taking a lot of damage just from the clockwork alone. In fact, he might be dead. He'll go for the dismember out. Palos will get away with it. Whisper needing to run himself now as Palos is the one being the hunter, but no. Matthew is there with the Fade Bolt. That's going to be 2 to go down as well.
Really, Tino's the big issue right now. He's the highest net worth, although they catch a big one.
They have caught a big one. It is going to be Pakaz. The faceless Void Galos. He's going to have his smoke broken, but does he want to throw a hook out? Whisper, he doesn't know. He's going to move on to Shanks. Matthew's going to find out for him. Lift is there to make sure the Requiem never comes out. Hook does land onto the Rubik, but it will allow the space for Whisper. But will back his way out on the Broodmother for now. But the chase is still going. He is completely surrounded. Hook shot though, in the backside. They've got a Chrono out. They've caught the SF. They've caught the CM. But the heals are coming out. Bob is surviving. A massive cogs. It'll hold all 3 of them in. But it's still not enough. Bob will finally go down. They'll try onto Pakaz. Pakaz leashed up. Running is going to be okay. Palos, the one in danger, should drop. The Dismember is there in time with the heals. Maybe he can survive. The chase is still going, but Chris Luck doesn't have the damage. Oh boy, and now the hook onto the high ground. Shanks will drag Shanks.
All the Illuminates with healing and Spirit Form, it's ridiculous how much sustain that hero can provide. And the Guardian Reaves does pay off. Shanks, though, going for the P ward.
Shanks, he's going to get taken down. Whisper will enjoy his life, no problem. Yeah, these Illuminate heals, you can't underestimate how much they can do. And of course, shout out to our sponsors, Bet Boom, as well. If you did want to put any bets on, link is below the stream. Seems like there is going to be a fight that breaks out. Carlo is going to get caught out here on the CM and will drop very, very quickly. Does tank the gank here from EG. Because Evil Genius is right back to the outpost of the Dire. Will take away his Pakaz now. Big Chrono out, has caught 2 of them. He will go after Shanks first, though, not having the damage for Palos yet. Palos, he'll try for a TP play out and should just make it as Shanks. Well, Shanks is still running. TP away, but he is going to get caught. Meanwhile, mid lane, another fight breaking out. Bob, he'll try for a Requiem play onto both supports, but they need to run.
Weird enough to be, you know, griefing.
Bob's forced to pop his BKB. It is about to wear off. Whisper, he'll go for the chase knowing this. Chris Luck right behind him. Bob caught out. Hook onto the Spiderling. Bob is still in massive trouble, though the survival is there with the heals coming up, but he just can't move. They're still healing him up. Bob, he's going to make it out. Oh, Tino with the heals. Making it happen, but now Palos in danger. Forced the BKB up, goes into the Dismember. Bob eventually does go down to the clockwork. He will keep going. Chris Luck. Hook is there. He does have the Aegis up, so he can reset after this death. Bob brought back for this. In fact, no! The Aegis expires. They take him down. Perfect timing here by Execration. Bob, though, Bob might die back immediately as Pakaz is right on top of the SF. Even with all the hills coming out, he can't survive. Pakaz right into the Chrono right after. He's going to find a CM for his trouble. Onto Tino, they'll find another. It's going to be the Keeper of the Light, Pakaz. A very clean Void game so far. There's Palos. He's trying to run, but a hook shot. Panda going to catch him out. Doesn't have mana for the conks, but it should not matter. They just hold him down. Lift him up, and Palos. No answers for the Void at the moment. Hook shot mid lane. Who have they got? It's going to be Palos once again. The Pudge just not having a very good game thus far. Does still have the BKB up, so can go for the Dismember play, but he's just completely surrounded. Tino will keep him alive. Dismember is there in time. Palos, he'll heal up a little bit. Hook is out. Matthew, he's going to bring the Broodmother back. Meanwhile, the Requiem, Chris Luck, he does get caught. But they do find the Leshrac. Execration, able to pick off a pretty valuable pick. You got to keep an eye out from his Palos. He does blink away, avoiding the hook that time around. So scary as there's a hook shot. Panda will make the jump in, but the 4-staff is there for Carlo. He's going to be all right. The CM will survive another day. Pakaz, he does make the jump in, but does not have the Chrono thrown out yet. But there it is, onto Bob. Hook away though, the SF going to survive for another day, but the hook is stolen once again by Matthew as Carlo does drop. But EG, they've committed everything. They need to get the hell out of here. Tower going to be under siege. Chrono is not up for another 40 seconds. You can still try to hold high ground here, but Hook is going to be out, Bob. He gets caught on the SF, and there is no save, but no, there is. 4-staff. Hook shot. It's not going to land. The SF barely alive. Panda trying to secure the kill, but couldn't quite get there. Instead, though, they're going to find Tino and Carlo. Another hookup from Matthew, but the SF will be willing to fight back as now Pakaz dropping a little bit low, but still has the Aegis. Will jump in once again. Frostbite will hold him down. They'll get the Aegis down at the very least. He smile, he'll make the jump in. Talos trying to run on the punch escape. He will go down as Matthew. He'll make the jump in near the fountain. Has his own Requiem. Will fear up everybody in the fountain as they will lose Carlo once again. That'll be a dieback. Bob will show up. Bob will go right back down. This game is looking very over as the Chrono, the cars in the fountain. He'll just farm them up. A full team wipe for the side of EG. And they will successfully tie up the series 1-1 with the side of Execration.
Right. Trinkets.